Hey everybody, it's Mike here, Team Free and 3, the other half of Mike and Angie Diamonds, Team I Am a 10. Got all these wonderful teams out there. Hey look, this guy's walking down a city street and he falls into this deep hole. And it's got these really steep walls and he can't get out. And this doctor walks by and the guy yells up, he says, "Hey doc, man, I'm down in this hole, can you get me out?" And the doctor writes a prescription and throws it down in the hole and walks on. And then along comes a priest, and so the guy's down the hall. He's like, "Hey, preacher man, help me get out of this hole." So the priest basically writes a prayer on a piece of paper and he throws it down in the hole and then walks away. So of course none of these things help the guy. Then all of a sudden, the man sees his friend up above, Joe, and he yells up, "Hey Joe, man, I'm down in this hole. Help me get out." And then Joe all of a sudden just jumps down in the hole with him. And the man says, "Joe, are you stupid?" He said, "Now we're stuck in this hole and neither one of us can get out." And Joe says, "Yeah." He said, "But see, I've been down here before and I know the way out." What's the moral of that story? You got a lot of friends out there. You have a lot of people out there that are going to help lift you up every day. Sometimes, working this business can get a little daunting for people. We say how easy it is, and I get it. And the fact of the matter is, it's a simple business, but it's not really easy sometimes. So I always preach about, get fired up, get motivated, be excited. But I know that everyday life kicks you in the butt sometimes. You don't have money to pay your bills. You look at your checking account and you're overdrawn. And, whatever the reason is, we make mistakes. I make them every single day, just like a lot of people. But the fact of the matter is, you got to rely on some of your friends. And you know what I found out? I found that, man, we have made a lot of great friends in just the 1 year we've been in It Works. Angie and I have made, I don't know, God, dozens and dozens, if not 100, new friends. And a lot of us have just met on Facebook. But, we went to conference and we've been to green carpets and, we now have physically been face to face with people all over the United States. And it makes that relationship even deeper on Facebook when we chat and make comments and stuff like that. And we lift each other up and we help each other. So always look for someone that's been down there that can lead you out. Because no matter what your problems are in life, someone's going to lead you out. So, and of course, always, I believe in God. So I say, look there first. But, you got friends. That's what they're here for. So a movie came out a while back, a long time ago, and it's called We Bought a Zoo. And Angie and I watched that movie, and it's amazing the things that, you can hear. Sometimes one sentence can change your thinking or your life. And so there's this line in the movie that so many people have lived by since it came out. And the line is where the young man and his father are sitting there, and the little boy has a crush on this girl, and she kind of, he can't figure her out, whatever. And so he tells the father, he goes, "Man, if I say something, I'm stupid. And if I don't say something, I'm stupid." And the father looks at him, instead of trying to tell him what to say or whatever, he basically just tells his son, look, sometimes in life, it just takes 20 seconds of insane courage. 20 seconds of this awesome bravery and courage, and I promise you, something great will happen. 20 seconds of insane courage. How can that affect your life? You know what? Some people are still just terrified to blitz. You're terrified to talk to somebody. You're terrified to ask somebody if they want to buy a wrap or buy a product or the opportunity or whatever it is. You're just afraid. And you know what? And it's okay, because do you know statistically that more people would rather die than public speak? Did you know that? More people they're more afraid of getting on a stage and doing public speaking than they are of death. That's statistically proven. People get terrified to talk to people. And if this is you, I just want you to challenge yourself, okay? I've said this before in some other videos, but it bears repeating. You do not know who is waiting for you today, right now, to talk to them. You don't know who needs to be rescued from oblivion. You don't know right now, you might be the only chance that they get at a financial free future. Yeah, there's lots of companies out there. I get all that. But you know what? I'm meeting people today that are in their 30s, 40s, and 50s, and they've never even heard of network marketing. Folks, network marketing's not new. It's been around for a long time. Okay, it's nothing new. So it is a great business model. So many people either have a preconceived notion, they don't understand what it is, or whatever the deal is, or they've never heard of it. And certainly there's plenty of people that have never heard of it works. It cracks me up when people talk about, oh, it's saturated. Well, no. Coca-Cola. Who out there listening to my voice right now has never heard of Coca-Cola? Anybody? And yet Coca-Cola spends billions and billions of dollars on advertising every year. And yet, everybody knows about it. You know why? Because every day a brand new Coke drinker is born. Kind of sad because I don't believe in the whole soda world. But the point is, marketing. Well, guess what your marketing method is? Your mouth. You got social media? Great, use it. But your mouth. You got to get out there. You got to talk to people. You just have to talk to people. You need to message people. You've got to go after them. Just take 20 seconds of insane courage. Do you know that battles have been won in the history of the world? Battles have been won because of one individual taking 20 seconds of insane courage and running into the line of fire and literally stopping entire armies in their tracks. True story. Here's a little love story for you. My wife and I, we meet. We knew each other for 2 weeks from meeting on social media without going through all the whole details there. We meet. We set up a date. So we go at the Carolina Ale House and we have a date. And it was an awesome date. And so then it was cold outside and her car was parked kind of far away. So I came up with this really cool idea to say, I'll drive you to your car. So she gets in the Jeep. And it wasn't this exact Jeep, but it was another 4-door Jeep just like this one. And so she's sitting in the Jeep, and I can see her sitting right over there right now. And she was turned around backwards in the seat. And she's sitting there facing me. And man, you know, this was only 8 years ago almost. And my palms are sweating and I'm so nervous because of this beautiful angel sitting in front of me. And all I could think was, I just want to kiss her. I just want to kiss her. But I was terrified. It probably took me 10 minutes sitting there, just no matter what she was saying, I probably wasn't hearing, because all I could think about was if I could just kiss the girl, if I could just kiss the girl. I'm a man that's been, I've jumped out of planes. I've climbed mountains. I've done all this crap in the military, being a ranger and all this crazy stuff I've done, and I still needed 20 seconds of insane courage. And I finally just asked her, can I kiss you? 4 months later to the day, we were married. And here we are today with our baby girl turning 5 years old next month. You can change a life. You can change a life with 20 seconds or less of insane courage. Get rid of that fear, grab some bravery. Everybody here can do it. What's it got to do with this business? Everything. Because folks, if you're working a job, if you're not going to sit down right now and realize that working that job is not your ticket to financial freedom. You might get rich doing a job. You might have a lot of money, but some of the wealthiest people I know work 60, 70 hours a week, 80 hours a week for what? So they can die working all the time? Folks, you've got a great opportunity here. A great opportunity. One last story. Back when I was a young soldier in 82nd Airborne Division, God, I don't know, 30 years ago, something like that. I was driving on Highway 210 back to Fort Bragg, and this car is coming at me head on. And I see a guy drinking, literally raising a bottle. And it was almost dark, not quite dark. And I veered into the oncoming traffic lane. Luckily, there was no cars close by. And as I looked in my rearview mirror, I missed the guy, and he ran off the road, and he hit a telephone pole. And by the time I could pull off and come to a screeching stop, I was probably a good 200 yards away. So I jumped out of my car and I look back and I see the front of the car is on fire. So instinctually, I just start running towards the car. And it's like I can still remember it this day in slow motion. And I see people outside across the street yelling towards me to stay back because the car is going to blow up. It's on fire. And literally, when I got about probably 40, 50 yards away from it, I stopped for an instant. And I could see this guy's shoulder in the window. The window was down. I could see his shoulder moving around and everything. And I could see the front of the car on fire. And I will admit, for a second there, I thought to myself, man, if I go towards this car, I'm going to die. You know, it'll explode. Whatever. I might die. And I have stuff to live for, you know, and even though this guy almost killed me, but then I heard these people shouting, stay away, stay away. And I thought, I would rather die saving somebody than live knowing that I let them burn to death. Wasn't being a hero. I ran forward, was trying to get him out of the car. I could smell the alcohol. He was really heavy. Honestly, I got him up into the window. Fire is starting to catch the dashboard on fire. I could feel the flames on my face, all that good stuff. And I'm trying to pull him out. And thank God, another man, a very large guy, came up and reached in and helped me. And we pulled this guy out and got him to safety. I'm not telling you this story to be a hero. I'm telling you this story because, man, this is the way you should live your life. You know, you're here to help people. People say, what's the secret of life? To help your fellow man. That's all it is. You know, just help people. And this business allows you to do that. It allows you to help people. Helps people, you know, get out of debt. So I don't care if you've been talking to someone for 5 months and they haven't got in yet. I don't care if you've been doing this for several months and you haven't got a DT yet. Just keep planting the seeds. Just keep planting the seeds. The harvest will grow, okay? You don't have to have talent. There is no talent required. I said that in one of the posts. Love you, Nina, for saying, that awesome compliment you gave me. But it's true. You don't have to have talent. No talent is required. You just got to ask people, folks. No talent, just keep asking. That's all you have to do. I promise you. And the harvest will come, all right? So be around when it happens so you can reap that harvest. All right, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. So, don't forget 20 seconds of insane courage. That's all you need, folks. Jump out there today, change somebody's life, and by doing so, you're going to change yours. Angie and I do love you. We will see, hopefully, every single one of you listening to my voice at the top and on the beach. Boom!